tri-slate acronym for ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to the Thrift Store Rundown's first ever expedition to the Emmys, celebrating television's biggest night by doing what we do best, bringing Hollywood home on a budget. To mark this occasion, I'm reviewing all of my items for this series on this sexy new black tablecloth that I purchased from my table for like $1. Just to decorate the set around here, as I like to call it, with a little more style, yet still remain completely neutral so that any background I choose does not divert any attention from the item I'm reviewing, which should always be the center of attention for every video I do. Yet I know you guys do not want to be looking at plain old naked wood for a good chunk of time any longer. So if you like the black tablecloth, let me know, and maybe we'll do a few reviews outside of the series. And maybe this could become a mainstay if you really like it. In any case, table decor is just one of many components, the others being lighting, music, the obviously important aspect of everything, food, and your wardrobe, if applicable, that you'll want to take into consideration when throwing an Oscars viewing party, or in this case, an Emmys viewing party. This case for the video, not so much for the book. In any event, that is among many parties, the others being for your standard holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, Cinco de Mayo, and outside of the holiday season, game day, a surprise party, a wedding shower. Those parties and many more you will be able to throw at a drop of a dime with the help of this book. Welcome to The Cocktail Party, hosted by Mary Giuliani, who thankfully bears no relation to a certain former mayor of New York City.
The New York Yankees wish a very happy birthday to Mayor Giuliani.
Her company, however, Mary Giuliani Catering and Events, is based in New York and has an extremely quality list of clientele to boast. So for all you big-time party planners who like to think small, because it is after all a cocktail party, this is definitely going to be the big apple of your eye. Or at least it has the potential to be the big apple of your eye from the outset looking in, not the outset looking outward. Because really from the outside, you see how bland of a cover this is? It just has the title, the subtitles, eat, drink, play, the cover, the name of the author, and of course the forward author by the Italian iconoclast of the culinary arts who shall no longer be named around here. All of that set against the right backdrop. For all of its snazziness on the inside, and believe you me, it is snazzy on the inside, you expect the cover to be equally snazzy. But it is not. It is just bland. Bland! Man, you could have done better. Speaking of snazziness, in regards to the recipes, there might be a little too much snazziness for my own taste, but we'll get to that. This Ballantine Books publication was purchased for $4.99 from the Red, White, and Blue thrift store in Patterson, a little farther from TSR's HQ, but definitely well worth the extra miles. It retails for $28 in the US and $36 in Canada, and it is the Otherwise, sidebar, Otherwise, a central guide to throwing the perfect party from one of today's most sought-after caterers. These are the recipes that you can whip up for these parties, and many more. New Year's Eve, game day, award season, which obviously will be the focal point of today's review, Cinco de Mayo, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Hey, if you could throw a game day party and an award season party on the same night, meaning tomorrow night on Emmy's night, more power to you, provided you have a big house and enough decorations for 2 parties, and a quick transition from one to the next. Each party theme comes with a festive snack activity that turns your favorite foods and toppings into an eye-popping set piece. Think frittata bar, soup sipping station, DIY grilled cheese party, among others. Mary offers up big stories to get the conversation flowing, a party calculator to plan how much to buy and prep for a guest, and advice for stocking your party closet so that you can quickly turn a casual drop-by into a fabulous time. Whether you host get-togethers once a week or once a year, this handy guide has all you need to eat, drink, and be, well, merry. Let's just show you that party calculator quickly. It has a detailed list on the left and on the right. Colorful, ornate, yet chic graphics displaying the anatomy of a cocktail party. 2 hours, 10 people equals party. 10 being the ideal number of people that you want to have for a cocktail party. Definitely recommended by medical professionals and the governments of your local state. Why? Because, well, we're still not out of the woods in regards to this pandemic. So please, I implore you, keep it small. However, keeping it small does not mean you can't have a big impact, a massive impact when it comes to any of these parties. Case in point, awards season. Now this was tailored to the Oscars, but this should not be just restricted to the Oscars. The Emmys really are the Oscars of TV. It is television's biggest night, and even the small screen superstars get to shine. In that regard, for the menu here, in the each section we have edamame dumplings, chicken satay, banana mango and chocolate spring rolls, and if that sounds a little off kilter, how about a mac and cheese taco for game day? Mac and cheese taco, aka a maco, M-A-C-O. And pulled pork truffle grilled cheeses. Pulled pork grilled cheeses sound amazingly scrumptious, yet truffle grilled cheeses, not that much for me, yet for you, they might be equally amazingly scrumptious. One or the other, Mary. A combination of the two does not suit my taste buds. We also have champagne jello, which definitely sounds legit. For drinks, we have the easiest champagne drink ever and Buddha Punch, which is not Mary's recipe. She got that from a cookbook. For play, we have coffee table poo-poo platters, the best dressed chips, and the punch drunk bowls. And finally, for recover, we have swag bag goodie bags. So some of those menu options and ideas are pictured here in this 9-tier photo display, along with a welcome letter for this chapter by Mary herself. For the eating section and the drinking section, well, that's pretty much preordained in terms of organizing your party. Planning the hors d'oeuvres and, of course, the cocktails. A cocktail party does not earn its name without some snazzy cocktails. For the play, well, it's playing with your decor. Whether you're decorating your furniture, finding good lighting, getting good music, and of course, your wardrobe, you gotta really jazz it up when it comes to your wardrobe for Oscars or Emmys night. And for recovery, well, that's after party cleanup. And also, swag bags for your guests to take home upon a successful conclusion of the party. We'll cover all that right now. Edamame dumplings, chicken satay. This one is always a welcome crowd pleaser. I certainly agree with that. The off-kilter sounding and looking banana, mango, and chocolate spring rolls. Spring rolls themselves are neutral in flavor, so they should make a good blank canvas, but frying them up? Your imagination knows no limits, Mary. We have champagne jello and a party prep playlist. When prepping for a party, you'll want to keep in mind a playlist for every party theme in here. This one just so happens to be Oscars tailored, with many Oscar-winning and or nominated themes from many noteworthy films, including, surprisingly, John Williams' theme from ETTE, which landed him an Academy Award. Well deserved. This is the easiest champagne drink ever, and the best dressed champagne glass goes to this recipe: champagne, raspberry flavored seltzer, and fresh raspberries to garnish. That is so award-worthy, and I don't drink. This is Buddha Punch. This was taken from Robert and Ann London's Cocktails and Snaps, published in 1965, I believe. Yes, it is, 1965, so middle of the 1960s. And once again, you'll see how the 60s play harmoniously into this book. We have here a Chinese poo-poo platter on a coffee table. Yep, standard Chinese takeout, all arranged on a coffee table, looking rather legit. This is the best dressed chips section. Take your average chips and dips and give them the red carpet treatment. So we're talking here tortilla chips with spicy salsa, potato chips with black bean salsa, crackers with ranch dressing, pulled pork or shredded pork with bacon, and black bean dip with shredded chicken. Those certainly are best dressed. Finally, Punch Drunk Bowls. Awards and viewing parties are a great time to use your punch bowl, especially since the drinks I'm suggesting are pretty Polynesian-ish. That's finally in regards to the food. For the swag bag goodie bags in the recover section, send your guests home with their very own bags of swag and pampering favors, so that they can do what all the stars do after the Oscars: spa. Fill a mason jar with nail polish, a nail file, lavender soap, and a face mask. While this certainly doesn't match the price tag of the tens of thousands of dollars worth of swag and an Emmy winner or nominee's swag bag of his or her own at the reception, that could certainly equal in quality, even if you do go for the dollar store swag bags. This is one of many big stories that you'll be delighted to hear in this book, like the night Jack had to use the John. She catered an extremely VIP dinner during Oscars week. Among the attendants, Jack Nicholson, who gave Mary Giuliani her own Oscars moment, for which she thanked the Academy at the end of the chapter. That is a timeline of all the events that led up to that big Oscars party night. And finally, her dream party guest list. Guess who's not coming to dinner? Some people may dream of taking a fantasy vacation, buying a new car, being a contestant on The Price is Right, and bargain bolo alert. Be on the lookout for Price is Right long-form special coming soon to TSR in the future. Well, my dream is hosting a cocktail party for people, DOA, in my Woodstock party barn. Yes, a party barn in that Woodstock, New York. The list changes every once in a while, but below is my absolute dream list, which has Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees, Steve Martin, Gilda Radner, Lorne Michaels, creator of SNL, Brangelina, well, one or the other. Do not invite both. You'll be very thankful for taking my advice, Mary. Janis Joplin, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, E.T. of all folks. Non-human, of course. Liza Minnelli and Joan Rivers, among others. Who is on your dream party guest list? Well, this is my dream party guest list. Any celeb that I've ever had a thing for. All of them female. Have a look. Now, I'm sure you had a good healthy look at the graphics here, because the graphics in this book, all of the artistry, give this a 1960s cosmopolitan edge to it, and still remains modernly whimsical for this book, because this was published in the 2010s. Modernly whimsical. If that's even a word, modernly. Oh well, a modern whimsical approach to graphics here, while still retaining that nostalgic, cosmopolitan 1960s vibe, which really ties this book all together. The stories are hilarious and heartfelt, with Mary's signature combination of a devilishly witty wit, and of course, her heartfelt gratitude for having been blessed with the opportunity to cater to the stars. That is on display here in this book. Yet not so much so that it becomes somewhat melancholy. No. Outside of the recipes, which again, may not suit my taste, well, some of them anyway, this strikes a healthy balance of whimsical and manages to stay grounded at the same time. So, by all accounts, this book has the potential to be the next big thing if you can't get married to cater your own party, no matter how big or small you want it to be. For its faults, however, I do have to give it 4 out of 5 claps. Yet with rave reviews from that guy from Food Network and The Chew, editorial director of InStyle Ariel Foxman, and Jonathan Van Meter, author and contributing editor to Vogue and New York, you're definitely going to be in good hands with Mary Giuliani. And fun fact, she and her husband Ryan, are proud parents of a daughter named Gala Lee. I kid you not, Gala Lee. How fitting. Because this is a real gala of a book right here. Mary Giuliani is definitely one Mary Andrea of a girlfriend that you will want to cater to your every whim, party-wise. Yet this book, with all of its whimsical joie de vivre, means serious business, and it's an unused serious bragging rights, because Mary Giuliani does not clown around too much. Thanks for watching, stay golden, and stay tuned to our continuing expedition to the Emmys all weekend long. I'll catch you on the flip side.